Hello, welcome to chemistry taught by Emily, and today we're going to be working on titrations. So the question is, a 75 milliliter solution of hydrochloride with an unknown concentration is titrated to the equivalence point with 27.3 milliliters of 0.157 molar calcium hydroxide. Okay? And the question is going to be, what was the concentration of hydrochloride in the original solution? So the first thing I like to do is go back and underline any words I think are important. So let's first, a 75 milliliter solution of hydrochloride with an unknown concentration. So let's go unknown concentration is titrated to the equivalence point with 27.3 milliliters of 0.157 molar calcium hydroxide. Alright, and what is the concentration of HCl of the original solution? Okay, and from that we can go and we can start drawing an illustration to help us get a clearer idea of what we're doing. Okay? Alrighty, so as you can see here, your first thing you need to do is balance the equation. So here's the balance equation. You need to make sure this is correct or you'll have trouble understanding and getting the correct answer at the end. So let's go straight into the drawing. Alrighty, so if we can use our question as like further knowledge, we have in HCl, we have 75 milliliters. Alrighty, 75 milliliters, and in here we're just going to draw the HCl. So here's your H plus, here's your Cl minus. Okay, and we have two of those. Another H plus, another Cl minus. Okay, and over here, we're gonna have calcium hydroxide, and we have, as the question reads, 27.3 milliliters. So I'm gonna write that, 27.3 milliliters. Alrighty, and we're just gonna draw our calcium hydroxide. So we have a calcium, we have our two hydroxides. Alrighty, and so let's write a little bit more information about what we're looking for. So from the problem, we know that we have 0.157 molar of calcium hydroxide. So we're going to write that right here. So molar equals 0.157. That's our concentration. Okay, whereas hydrogen chloride, that is what the question is asking. We're going to be finding the concentration of hydrogen chloride. So we're just going to write the molar. We don't know it yet. Alrighty. So now that that's all drawn out and we have a clear picture in our head, we can start putting together what we know. Okay. So what we know so far. Alrighty. So for our hydrogen chloride, the first thing we're going to do is write down how much we have of it. So we have 75 milliliters, right? And we're going to want to change that to liters. Whenever you do have milliliters, you're going to want to change it. So there are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. We divide, and we get 0.075 liters, okay? This is going to be something we're going to use later. Alrighty. And so for the calcium hydroxide, we have 27.3 milliliters. And we're going to also divide that by 1,000 milliliters, right? 2 units cancel. And we're going to get 0.0273 liters. We're also going to use this later. We still have our molar concentration right here for the calcium hydroxide, and we're still looking for the molar concentration of the hydrogen chloride. Okay, so now we have that. We can move on. And one thing I'd like to bring up as a common mistake is rearranging the formula. When I first started, I would forget to do this, but it is very important to rearrange your formula for whatever you need. Okay, so since we're looking for the molar concentration, we could have moles equals moles divided by the liter. But first we're going to, in order to find how much of the hydrogen chloride we have, we're going to have to convert that to find the moles of hydrogen chloride. So we're going to just multiply the liters. That cancels. And our new formula is going to be mole equals molar concentration times liters. Alrighty, so now we can get started on the actual problem. So, what to find? As the problem had stated in the beginning, we are looking for the concentration of hydrogen chloride. Okay, and so let's just go do it. So your number one is going to be your moles of calcium hydroxide. All right, that's what we're finding first. So we have our liters, right? 0.0273 liters calcium hydroxide times 0.157 molar calcium hydroxide times our ratio. Okay, so for our number two step, we're trying to find the moles of hydrogen chloride. To do this, we need to know the molecular ratio of our formula that we originally wrote down. So, what we're writing here is directly coming from this formula. So 2HCl, 2 mole HCl, and over 1 mole calcium hydroxide. And we see we just get it from the number standing right in front of it. Okay? And so once we do that calculation, we could figure out how to do the rest of the problem. Okay? And so that is going to come out to 0.00858 moles of hydrochloride. Alrighty, and finally, our third step to find the concentration of hydrogen chloride is going to be using our handy formula that we had before. So it's going to be our concentration equals the moles divided by liters. So our concentration, right, divided by our liters of hydrochloride, 0.075 liters. Once we divide all that, we're going to get a total of 0.114, and that will be our moles of hydrochloride. Alrighty, and that's all you have to do. And yeah, I made this because you're finally finished, and I'm not really good at speaking to people, but thank goodness it's over, and don't forget to smash that like button. Just kidding, I thought that would be a funny thing to say. Goodbye.